Now, Good Morning Northwest, a WSU football player shot at an off-campus party. A UW student accused of pulling the trigger. This morning, he claimed self-defense. The latest in this developing story.
And a frosty start coming in for some of us this morning, and a change you will notice this afternoon. I'll help you plan out your Tuesday.
And from homelessness to hope, the Extreme Team transforms a Spokane facility that gives women a second chance. Our old friend Mark Peterson is live this morning with the incredible work happening today. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting the day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Tuesday, September 23rd. Welcome to it. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and your first alert forecast.
And we are off to another chilly start this morning. Temperatures in the 40s and yes, even the 30s in Colville and Sandpoint this morning, down to about 37 in both of those areas. We're a little bit warmer on the Palouse, about 10 degrees warmer. We were about 39, 40 yesterday in Pullman. Today, much warmer, 49 in Pullman so far. Some low 40s as well. Central Idaho or in the central panhandle in St. Mary's. Up north, where we're seeing these 30s, we've got a frost advisory until 10 this morning. So that's from Athol and Deer Park northward all the way to the U.S.-Canada border and then out across Stevens and Ferry counties and even into the Wakanda area in Okanagan County this morning, where things are going to be a little chilly to start, but everybody is going to warm up pretty fast with lots of sunshine this afternoon. We are going to be about 5-ish degrees above our average high for today, which is in the low 70s. So yesterday actually was pretty normal in the upper 60s and low 70s. Today will be warmer than normal. Upper 70s, even a few 80s out there, and we're going to get even warmer for the middle of the week. We're tracking that warm up for you coming up in a few minutes.
Anything that we can do to help families out needs to be done in this city.
Well, it'll now be easier for daycare facilities to open up in your neighborhood.
Now, the Spokane City Council voted to make the process to open a daycare in a residential area quicker and cheaper. The vote passed unanimously. The city says it will remove another hoop that child care providers have to jump through and hopefully bring more facilities to the neighborhoods where these families live.
How we solve this is by expanding our range of options of where we can locate these facilities. It's similar to our housing crisis, whereas you expand the range of options and look at our different zoning, it's going to open up a lot more opportunities.
A study done by Child Care Aware of Washington says in the last 5 years, the number of family child care providers in the state has dropped by 20%, which is why this ordinance is actually a product of a statewide bill signed into law in July. It requires cities across the state to allow daycares to open in almost all types of zones.
We are following breaking news out of Idaho. The Moscow School District is taking a stand, is joining parents, teachers, and education groups in a lawsuit against the state's new school choice program. The lawsuit challenges House Bill 93, which creates a new tax credit program worth $50 million. Starting in January, families could apply for up to $5,000 to cover private school tuition, homeschooling, or tutoring costs. 10 petitioners, including the Idaho Education Association, teachers, and parents say the program is unconstitutional. They argue it filters money away from public schools and creates a separate education system. But supporters say the program is a win for families. A national group of attorneys, EdChoice Legal Advocates, just announced it will intervene to defend the program on behalf of 3 Idaho families. In a statement, the executive vice president of EdChoice said in part, the Idaho Parental Choice Tax Credit is a step forward for educational freedom in Idaho. School choice programs empower parents to decide what learning environment is best for their children. Right now, there's no timeline on if or when the Idaho Supreme Court could hear the case. This is a developing story, and we will continue to keep you updated as we learn more. Reporting in the studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A University of Washington student accused of shooting a WSU football player during an off-campus party is claiming self-defense. It's according to a statement from his attorney. Pullman police say Sonny Falialo was shot in the stomach early Sunday morning. He is expected to make a full recovery. Falialo told officers he and his friends were asked to work security at a party at the Aspen Heights apartments. He said just before 2 a.m., 20-year-old UW student Ja'Cory Buchanan assaulted a girl in the backyard. Falialo intervened, and the police report says Buchanan then got into another altercation with a woman, so Falialo intervened again. Pullman police say Falialo was holding on to Buchanan when Buchanan's friend came up behind him and Buchanan shot Falialo. Buchanan's attorney says his client was acting in self-defense and is making arrangements to turn himself in.
Well, it is time once again for the 4 News Now Extreme Team. The latest project is helping a Spokane-based transitional housing program for homeless women run by the nonprofit organization Transitions.
Besides offering a safe place to live, Miriam's House provides case management, life skills, education, and support services to help women achieve recovery, stability, and self-sufficiency. While this project is still just getting started here, a lot of the work has already been done, as you can see, by Band Construction, which donates a lot of their time to our Extreme Team projects.
We've got the bonus sidewalk going in. It's getting stamped, and, well, it's looking pretty good. And stamping, well, it adds a great touch.
That it does. And today, of course, more work to be done. We got Mark Peterson live this morning. And Mark, what's on the agenda today? You got a big reveal on Thursday.
All right, so our agenda today is pretty full, but right now we're in a room that was unusable up until this morning when we can walk on the concrete we poured yesterday morning. And Williams Crew Concrete helping us out. Now that's cousin Bob who said, yeah, I'll get up this early in the morning. Only family would do that. This is Johnny, the owner of the company. Hey, come on over here for a minute. So I've seen powder coloring, I've seen colored concrete. Now this is a liquid form of color. Right. What will this look like when it's done? Because the stamping, you know, we did that on the sidewalk outside, but you stamped in what looks to be planks.
Absolutely. We're trying to actually highlight the dark, basically like a black looking color. It's called midnight gray. And we're going to highlight these planks where it almost looks like it's burnt. And then we're going to come back with a mocha brown right here over.
Aren't you fancy? We're going to do a mocha. It's Washington.
Yeah. So then anyways, when we'll come back with a sealer and make it look just like wood form would be.
And it's going to last forever.
Forever, that is correct.
This is perfect. Thank you so much.
Hey,
and again, Jody, he had a great crew. So we need to thank, again, Champion Concrete Pumping for pumping the concrete we got from Specialty Mobile Mix that came in here to make this floor. And of course, Johnny's crew. He had, what do you have, 6, 7 people here yesterday? Anyway, we got a lot done. The bonus sidewalk looks beautiful this morning. And of course, this floor is going to set up and it's going to look like plank flooring, so we don't have to add additional flooring. Caruso Flooring, doing the LVT upstairs, will also be donating a big carpet, or yeah, like a carpet or a big rug that will fill in this room. We're going to put a TV in here. This will become the new living room. The living room upstairs will become the dining room for fellowship and sharing meals. So they're going to be able to eat all together upstairs. And gang, they're going to be able to come down here, read, watch TV, watch Good Morning Northwest. They'll be able to do that.
Oh, so awesome.
Yeah, that's fabulous. Well, we give them a big hi this morning and a big shout out to all those volunteers who pitch in, do the great work.
Up early, working hard. Thanks, Mark.
It is now 6:08.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray as we're kicking off our Tuesday morning. Another beautiful sunrise. We've just been nailing it with the sunrises recently.
We really have. It has been some really good looking stuff here during the 6 a.m. hour the last few weeks. Another one over Lewiston getting started here. A little bit of haze around the LC Valley this morning, and that is going to continue here as we are heating up over the next couple of days. Likely be some more haze in your forecast coming up.
3 tropical systems now on our radar, including Category 4 Hurricane Gabrielle. Which one poses the biggest risk to the United States? Just ahead.
And a TV writer claims he was handcuffed and removed from a train because of how he was sitting. Or was it something more? The viral video dividing opinions this morning. It's after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Just Between Friends.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
The Scale House Market is unique because Spokane didn't have some kind of a permanent structure for a farmer's market.
I want to see as many community members as we possibly can out here enjoying all of the different vendors and farmers and food producers.
Our members are other community members
meals, the families that will be eating here. All of it is vital to how we make partnerships.
I am most excited to bring our famous whole milk to the Scale House Market. What I hope that people attending the Scale House Market will gain is that agriculture is central to this region.
When you're hurt in a car wreck, insurance companies will try to minimize your claim. Don't let them. We're here to fight for every dollar you deserve.
We're in your corner working to get you the best possible outcome.
When I called Craig Swap & Associates, it was so fast and so easy. They got right to work, making sure the insurance company treated me fairly, so I got everything I deserved.
Don't let big insurance take advantage of you. Call Craig Swap & Associates now. One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
The reality is,
this medication isn't covered by your insurance.
Health insurance is broken. And while other plans won't tell you that, we will. Because we created Scan Health Plan to fight for your health.
Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart. Just by matching your ending number, you can win a 6-quart Sterilite storage box. Plus, save with Tuesday-only pricing and buy one for 88 cents. Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
Welcome back. It's 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Today, President Trump will be in New York to deliver a foreign policy speech before the United Nations General Assembly.
The president is expected to slam globalist institutions while justifying his administration's reduction in foreign aid. The president is also expected to talk about the wars in Ukraine and Gaza while pushing for peace. The UN General Assembly has repeatedly condemned Russia's actions in Ukraine, including drone attacks earlier this month.
And drone sightings forced 2 of Scandinavia's busiest airports to close. Oslo and Copenhagen each shut down for several hours, disrupting travel for thousands of people. Europe has been on alert since Russian drones violated NATO airspace this month, though there is currently no indication that Monday's drone activities in Denmark and Norway are connected to those incidents involving Russia.
A writer for the hit TV show The Bear found himself in handcuffs after a dispute over how he was sitting on a commuter train. Alex O'Keefe had his feet up on the seat next to him when a passenger complained. When officers arrived and told him to get off, O'Keefe refused and he was handcuffed. He received a summons for disorderly conduct. O'Keefe says a white man in business casual would never be violently removed for one customer's complaint.
Hurricane Gabrielle has intensified into a Category 4 storm east of Bermuda, while 2 more potential tropical systems, one near the Caribbean and another farther east, could develop later this week. The storms are not an immediate threat to land, but could affect the Leeward Islands and Bahamas if atmospheric conditions align. The hurricane will also generate rough seas and disrupt rip currents along much of the U.S. East Coast from North Carolina to New England through midweek.
It's time to plan your day. A bit of a chilly start here this morning. It'd be nice to have a little extra layer for the next few hours as we see even some frosty weather in our northern valleys. You will not need that by this afternoon. It is going to be considerably warmer from the 60s up well into the 70s for this afternoon. And with that warming trend, we will be pretty nice for this evening, quite mild and comfortable for sitting outside.
Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:14.
Jimmy Kimmel's return to late night divides the television industry. Up next, the station's choosing sides and the ongoing battle over his comments.
Plus, fall colors are coming to our area, but when will we hit that peak foliage? The date to circle on your calendar and the best tips for capturing those perfect photos when we come back.
Food allergies in schools, from mild to life-threatening. Who decides what treatment your child gets in an emergency? Why it might not be your doctor or you.
Our goal is to keep the child safe and alive.
Wednesday at 6, only on 4 News Now.
It's Truck Month at Finley.
only downtown Toyota, and that means our lot is stacked and packed full with over 100 of the best Toyota Tundras and Tacoma trucks. And we are dropping prices dramatically on all 2025 models to move them out, plus delaying all payments until next year. And as an added bonus, we are giving extra money for your trade-ins. So if you're even thinking of a new truck for winter, come on down to Finley.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Stay and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
We know your garage door is more than just a door. It's also curb appeal and security. That's why our expertly trained technicians bring precision to every install. Precision garage door service, fast, reliable, and a great investment for your home. Give us a call today.
At Parker Toyota, Toyota trucks aren't just vehicles, they're a tradition built on performance, reliability, and unmatched durability. That legacy lives on in every new Tundra and Tacoma. Powered by innovation, loaded with advanced technology, and ready for whatever the Northwest brings.
The same high standards that built these legendary trucks guide our customer service, because tradition isn't just preserved, it's lived.
Toyota trucks, built for generations at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
We have the answers that you need the majority of the time.
Yeah, experience. I love that about you guys. I mean, how long have you been here?
I have been here for over 24 years.
And he's only 27. It's a miracle. Ziggy's!
Yeah, Ziggy's.
4 News Now is brought to you by Windsor Plywood.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Your time is now 6:17. A big story this morning. Jimmy Kimmel is returning to late night tonight. Disney suspended him last week in response to his comments made in the wake of the Charlie Kirk shooting.
The move ignited a nationwide debate about political pressure and protecting free speech. You will be able to watch Jimmy Kimmel Live tonight here on KXLY, but that's not the case for all ABC stations. Here's ABC Perry Russum with the details.
Overnight, Jimmy Kimmel's competitor Stephen Colbert reacting to the news. Kimmel is returning to late night TV.
We got word that our long national late nightmare is over. And plus, now that Jimmy's not being canceled, I get to enjoy this again.
Disney ABC announcing the decision after pausing the show indefinitely following comments Kimmel made last week about the killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Disney saying, last Wednesday we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday. The temporary pause came after FCC Chairman Brendan Carr appeared to threaten action against local broadcasters who aired Kimmel's show.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct and take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
Yesterday, Carr denied threatening to revoke the licenses of ABC stations that aired Kimmel's show, saying instead Disney made a business decision to take the comedian off the air.
That takes place between local television stations that are licensed by the FCC and what we call national programmers like Disney. They work that out, and there doesn't need to be any involvement of the FCC.
Sinclair, one of the biggest owners of network TV affiliates, says it still will not air the show despite Kimmel's reinstatement. The company saying discussions with ABC are ongoing as we evaluate the show's potential return.
Perry Russom, ABC News, New York.
And Nexstar, the other major local affiliate owner, has not yet said whether it will air Kimmel tonight. Of course, we'll continue to follow this story. You can look for updates on KXLY.com.
Fall is here, but we still have a few weeks to wait before we start to see those big-time changes with the leaves. According to the Farmer's Almanac, we'll hit peak fall foliage by October 11th. But weather does play a role in that date. If you hit the roads looking for some fall colors, remember that for the best photos, morning light creates softer colors with less glare, while the afternoon light will add warmth and depth to the red and orange hues.
It's all around the corner here.
And it's one of the most beautiful times of year for so many regions, and ours is one of them.
Yeah, for sure. We always have a beautiful display. Just when exactly it shows up can be a bit tricky. So, hey, here's the recipe for the most brilliant fall colors here in the inland Northwest. You want a wet spring. Didn't really have that. We had a mostly moderate summer until this first week of September, which ended up being close to 100 degrees. So not sure that's kind of like a half check mark. Cool autumn nights. We've had a couple here now just the last couple of days, but otherwise we have not really cooled down a bunch so far here in the month of September. And then sunny autumn days, definitely had plenty of those recently. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I think the biggest influence on when fall colors are going to show up is going to be the drought. And we still have extreme and exceptional drought across North Idaho and into parts of eastern Washington, and severe drought almost everywhere else. A lot of times this can make for a fast fall color season. Sometimes it could be earlier, sometimes it could be late, just depends on the severity of the drought. And then you go into what will likely be more muted colors for many of our trees. Of course, right now, you want to head up into the high country. That's where things will get started, especially with some of the cooler weather, slightly cooler weather we have seen lately. Cooler weather this morning, not necessarily compared to yesterday, but overall for the month. 48 in Spokane, 47 in Coeur d'Alene, and yes, still looking for that frost in some of our northern counties, which are down into the 30s. Part of the reason why they've cooled off so much more this morning is there's a lot less fog than there was yesterday. So still, places like around Coolin into Newport, Diamond Lake, and then up into the Cusick area along the Pend Oreille River, still seeing a little bit of fog this morning. Elsewhere, though, we have not seen much, if anything, pop up on the satellite, watching for those low morning clouds and fog this morning. 36 right now in Colville, 37 in Sandpoint. Definitely a risk of frost up here. That's why frost advisory remains in effect until 10 o'clock. We are much warmer than we were yesterday on the Palouse, and that is just a sign of things to come, that 10-degree difference between yesterday and today in Pullman. Looking a little bit closer into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, generally we are in the mid-40s around the local region. Deer Park, one of our cool spots this morning, down to about 43 to get our day started. So yeah, a little bit of long sleeve weather to start the day. By the afternoon, totally different. Highs will be somewhere between 78 and 80 degrees, and that is just the start of how things are going to go. We are up into the 80s and much warmer, 10 to 15 degrees above our average, which is in the low 70s this time of the year for Wednesday and for Thursday. A dry front comes through, so breezy weather, no rain. That'll cool us off a little bit for the weekend, but still staying warmer than normal. So it does look like we're probably going to end up with a pretty warm September, and we'll see what October has in store in less than a week.
Hard to believe. Can you believe it? You
blinked. My gosh. That was so quick. Matt, thanks. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:23.
Oh, while it wasn't the outcome the Cougs were hoping for, WSU fans did their part selling out Martin Stadium for the first time since 2023. After the break here, head coach Jimmy Rogers' thoughts on last weekend's packed house. That's next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning. I'm Sean Tracy. I first started working at Tracy Jewelers for my dad.
I am Leo Tracy. I'm Sean's old dad.
Dad approached me and said one time they needed some extra hands on the bench. I was 15, sweeping the floors. I realized that that's what's in my blood and what I really enjoy doing.
I've been in the Tracy family for 75 years and 3 generations. Dad started Tracy Jewelers.
I think he'd be thrilled to see that we've gone 75 years and just that the community in Spokane rallies around their businesses and really supports them.
Dad, I'm sure, would be tickled to death, and Mom, too.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
As the puck up ice, here comes Harrington, who shoots and scores! Harrington in the left circle, roughed that under the bar.
Saturday, September 27th, it's your Spokane Chiefs home opener against the Tri-City Americans. It's Blue Moon opening night. The party starts at 3 at the arena main gate. Meet the team and get an autograph. The first 1,000 fans get a Western Conference champion poster from Avista. Chiefs home opener Saturday, September 27th. Brought to you by Blue Moon Brewing Company. For tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. Washington State football looks to shake off their Apple Cup blowout loss, needing to fix a myriad of issues that avalanched into back-to-back weekends, allowing 59 points, a mark not given up since 2014. The Cougs now have their quarterback solidified and did play 3 quarters of competitive football, an improvement from an early implosion against North Texas. Washington State welcomed an expectedly massive crowd for their first home Apple Cup in 3 seasons, and head coach Jimmy Rogers expressed his gratitude for this energy and wish for the team to give the Cougar faithful a product worthy of consistent, full, and buzzing crowds.
To be competitive long term, we're going to need the continued support. And I probably didn't do a good enough job of, no, I know I didn't do a good enough job. That was an electric atmosphere. It was awesome. And that's kind of what I envisioned when I came to Washington State, that would be like every single game. And that's what it can be every game. But I understand that we got to put up a certain level of product on the field to be proud of, to maybe create that ourselves as well.
Washington State sold out Martin Stadium against the Huskies, their first sellout since 2023. But now they hit the road to face hostile crowds the next 3 games, starting against the Colorado State Rams. That's this Saturday at 4:30 p.m. That's all for Morning Sports. Tune in on 4 News Now at 6 and Nightside for more local sports.
Let's go, Cougs. See if they can get a win this weekend.
Hopefully so. It's now just about 6:28.
Well, today is your second chance to learn more about the $440 million school bond and parks levy that you'll see on your ballot this November, where you can go to learn and ask your questions about Together Spokane. That's next.
Plus, President Trump takes the world stage today at the United Nations as America's closest allies break ranks on Palestinian statehood. The diplomatic showdown that's reshaping foreign policy coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Honda.
Discover fall Coeur d'Alene getaways starting at just $249.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we do one thing, and we do it well. We're plumbers. In fact, we're the largest plumbing company in the region, and we're proud to say we've been voted the best plumbing company since 2009. We give you upfront pricing so you know exactly what you'll pay before we start. And we do everything from drain cleaning to trenchless sewer repair. So if you want plumbing done right the first time, call a plumber. And call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
In football, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
Like when they stack the box.
These are huge insurance companies.
And they'll do anything to keep you from winning.
Like stacking the box with attorneys to fight your claim.
That's when you call an audible and call us.
We're attorneys Russell and Hill.
We know the insurance game.
And we know how to win.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd. We got to toss things over to meteorologist Matt Gray with a look at that first alert forecast. You are just the sunrise king here in the last couple of days here, Matt. Well, Steptoe Butte has helped us a lot.
Yes, definitely has. And hey, why not? I mean, it's coming right in the middle of our programming here this time of the year. So why not take advantage of it? We are, let's see, coming up on 6:31 here. So we're about 7 minutes away from sunrise. As you look over Steptoe Butte here, it's a lot warmer on the Palouse this morning than it was yesterday, about 10 degrees warmer. We'll get to that in a second. But now that we're past the fall equinox here, slowly but surely, that sunrise is going to come further and further southeast as we head through the next couple of months and head towards the beginning of winter there in late December. So something to maybe look forward to, not look forward to, depending on your opinion. One thing it will mean is we get less energy from the sun and we start to see cooler temperatures. And that's exactly what we're seeing this morning. A frost advisory in our northern counties until 10 this morning, northeastern Washington and the northern panhandle, basically everywhere north of Deer Park, Athol, and Lake Roosevelt and the Grand Coulee Dam this morning. What we've got for this afternoon, however, is a totally different story. It's going to be a rapid warm-up as our pattern is changing towards some warmer weather. And we'll show you how long this warmth will be sticking around coming up.
We are following breaking news. Today, President Trump is taking center stage at the United Nations. He will deliver a major address in New York, laying out his foreign policy agenda for world leaders. The president is also set to challenge international organizations, while the White House says he'll highlight his record on cutting foreign aid and other key aspects of his administration.
President Trump will deliver a major speech touting the renewal of American strength around the world.
He's expected to weigh in on the wars in Ukraine and Gaza, pushing for peace. And that comes as France, Britain, Canada, and Australia recognize Palestine as a state. We'll keep a close eye on the president's remarks, as his speech could shape not only America's message, but the world's response. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Continuing coverage now on a story from last week. An assistant professor who was placed on leave for comments he made about the Charlie Kirk shooting is no longer employed by North Idaho College. A spokesperson for NIC confirmed that information, but would not confirm whether the assistant professor was fired or resigned. The spokesperson says it's a personnel matter and NIC won't comment further. 4 News Now has not named that professor, and neither has NIC.
Today is the Together Spokane Town Hall for the central region of Spokane. During these town halls, Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks and Rec come together to share information on the Together Spokane initiative, which is a combined $440 million bond and levy that you'll see on your ballot this November. People are also encouraged to ask questions and provide feedback during these town halls. If you'd like to attend today's session, you can go to North Central High School Commons. That's from 6 to 7 tonight. The Northwest region will be next Tuesday at Shadle Park High School, and the South region will be on October 7th at Ferris High School.
Medical Lake will soon install surveillance cameras at several city parks in an effort to combat vandalism and crime. The cameras will record 24 hours a day at Waterfront Park, Coney Island Park, Pioneer Park, and Shepherd Field. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office will be the only agency with access to that footage. The project costs about $65,000 with roughly $2,000 in annual operating costs.
We have all these young high school students that come over here and vandalize and leave garbage. I think it's amazing. I think we need more surveillance out here.
The city will use public safety funds from both state and local sources to pay for the cameras. It expects the surveillance system to be active by Halloween.
Well, the Extreme team is back in action this morning. We are working to build an addition to Miriam's House, which is a transitional housing program for homeless women.
Yeah, when the project's complete, Miriam's House will be able to help more women get the life skills and support they need to get back on their feet. Mark Peterson is live, our old pal. Hey, Mark, the team has made a lot of progress, but there's still a lot of stuff to get done before Thursday.
It's a lot of detail work that, yeah, not only is there painting, and of course, Rhoda Miller, we're going to paint all the walls and everything, but we have trim work to put in, doors to put in. There's a lot to do, but a lot has been done. Sarah, come on in. All right, so first time you've seen some of the work because you're busy with 5 other programs around town. What'd you think about the concrete floor downstairs?
Well, I mean, it's amazing. I've never seen the stamping like that before, and I'm really excited to see the color being put on. But also, I saw the floor before.
Or the lack of floor before?
Yeah, the hole in the floor with just the dirt underneath. It was a pretty special moment for me seeing that a few months back. So we didn't know what we were going to do. So then you guys came in, but it's beautiful now.
Yeah.
Like it's shocking.
Here's the crazy part. The Extreme team, I called and said, hey, we want to give you those bedrooms that you want.
Yeah.
Great. And she goes, and could you look at the basement? So that wasn't on the radar. And Williams Crew...
Don't know if you don't ask.
Yeah, Williams Crew Concrete said, yeah, we're in. Band Construction, everybody that came through.
Yeah.
It's been a great... Well, we started last week to try and get some of this done. We'll be done by Thursday. Are you excited about the possibility?
Wild. Yeah. Yeah. We can start housing more folks really, really soon. And we have this basement living room downstairs now that I didn't think we were going to have even in the next year just because of cost
and
reasons.
Boom.
Yeah, and
does that.
It's like magic.
Like magic. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to send it back to you wonderful ladies. It's been a lot of fun, and we're working here for the ladies, the women coming out of homelessness and bad situations. So we're going to continue our work through the day, gang.
Yeah, good stuff.
Love to see it. Love to see you back on our TVs here, Mark. Extreme team, always such a fun week.
Yeah. Hey, he's still around. See, we told you.
The busiest retired person you'll ever meet in your entire life.
No kidding.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:36.
All right, meteorologist Matt Grayton. What do you got there?
It's fog.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
It's on night mode here. So yes, I know it.
Yeah, that was.
No.
Just down there at the bottom, this kind of scared me a little bit.
Just remember, there is a chance for some frostiness up in here as well this morning. We're looking at Newport and Old Town. Only place that has fog this morning. Everyone else seeing a little bit of sun to start a cool morning and a warm afternoon in your forecast coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, your wallet could take another hit as Washington expands sales taxes to more services. From your teens driving lessons to business seminars, we'll tell you the costs that will start to add up next month. And before we go to a break, here's a first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
Look nice. You always look nice.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive. Michael Strahan one-on-one with Coach Prime.
And how did you feel when you walked in that day? Did you have any symptoms of anything?
This past spring, 2-time Super Bowl champion and head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Deion Sanders, was unexpectedly diagnosed with an aggressive form of bladder cancer during a routine CAT scan for his blood clotting issues.
So did they tell you that day, or did some time pass when they called you back?
No, they told me they found something and they need to bring me back to do like a surgery to make sure this was what it was.
Did you think it was cancer? Is that what they told you?
Yeah, no, they didn't think. They knew.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of Michael Strahan's exclusive interview with Deion Sanders. With your GMA First Look, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, New York.
With wet AMD, I worry I'm losing sight of the world around me. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments. So I can do more of what I love. Vabysmo works differently. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your retina specialist right away.
Open up your world with Vabysmo.
The #1 prescribed treatment for wet AMD. Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999. Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun. Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
Just Between Friends at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Granite Concepts aren't just for making a statement. They're for when she makes the goal that wins the big game. Our countertops aren't just for seeing the luxury in our designs. They're for seeing when it's time for a much-needed break. Granite Concepts isn't just for being in love with your kitchen. It's for being with the ones that you love. Granite Concepts. Beauty set in stone.
Avamere Southfield is so much more than just a home. We're enhancing lives every single day.
My home was heaven on earth, and now Avamere is heaven on earth.
Everybody's very friendly here and welcoming.
Come visit us and experience the Avamere difference.
Food allergies in schools, from mild to life-threatening. Who decides what treatment your child gets in an emergency? Why it might not be your doctor or you.
Our goal is to keep the child safe and alive.
Wednesday at 6, only on 4 News Now.
Good morning and welcome back. It's 6:42. Several different types of businesses will have to start charging a sales tax in Washington next month. That includes advertising services and live seminars or presentations. Small businesses are expected to be impacted the most by the new taxes. Some local businesses are considering shutting down or moving to a more business-friendly state.
For-profit instruction businesses that are going to be hit. So think about your kid's driving school. Unless that's affiliated with the high schools, you're going to, as a parent, still now have to pay a sales tax on those driver's ed lessons.
Some small businesses say they are trying not to pass the increased cost on to customers, but other rising costs make it more difficult.
And it's time to plan your day. So a little bit of a chilly start again this morning. Frost advisory in our northern valleys until 10 a.m. Then as we head into the afternoon, we're going to warm up very quickly, and it is going to feel a little summery again and be quite comfortable. The mild conditions will roll on into the evening.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:43.
This morning, Boeing is nearing a massive deal to sell hundreds of planes to a foreign power. We'll tell you what we know coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
On Tuesday, September 23rd, Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks will share what's proposed in Together Spokane, including 200+ projects across the city. Learn what's planned for your neighborhood. Join us at the Central Spokane Town Hall, 6 to 7 p.m. at North Central High School.
Bill's Heating and AC has not one, not two, but 3 warehouses overstocked with tankless water heaters. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a tankless water heater installed for only $3,500 to $4,500, depending on the model. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
This month's Extreme Team, Miriam's House, part of Transitional Living Center. We're going to help more women get help as they transition to a better living. Plus, we're going to give them a little more room to have it more like home. The 4 News Now Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
Every day, our customers experience that moment. The moment when the decision is made and the train has left the station. When there's nothing left to do but lean forward and watch a little piece of the future unfold right before your dilated pupils. It only lasts a heartbeat or two, and some moments end better than others. But whatever the outcome, there's never a dull moment at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
4 News Now's Get Outside Guide is brought to you by Click It RV.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:46, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. An agreement between Boeing and China is expected to be finalized soon.
And today, U.S. Ambassador to China David Perdue told reporters a huge deal is in its final days or weeks of negotiation. His comments came at a news conference for a U.S. House delegation's visit to Beijing. No further details of the deal were shared, but Bloomberg reported last month that Boeing was nearing a deal to sell up to 500 aircraft to China.
Well, Spirit Airlines says it will now be laying off a third of its flight attendants by the beginning of December. The airline is working through its second bankruptcy in less than a year.
And taking advantage of the pay later option when you check out at stores could start hitting your credit score. Earlier this year, FICO announced it would start factoring in buy now, pay later loans into credit scores in the fall. But so far, there is no specific date for the switch.
And we are taking another live look this morning at the Extreme Team project that is underway this week. This is Miriam's house and the 2 rooms that they are expanding here to help some women in our community who need to get back on their feet after some hard times. So
that's right. It's a program through transitions, and Mark and the team should be finished up Thursday. The big reveal later on 4 News Now.
Always so fun to see what they accomplish in just a couple of days.
No kidding. It's impressive.
For sure.
That is a lot of painter's tape.
A lot. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they got a lot of hands helping them. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that is very good.
Awesome.
All right, so we're starting off a little on the chilly side again this morning, and yeah, feeling like fall. Not going to really feel very fall-like this afternoon. We're back up into the 70s and 80s after hanging out in the 60s for many of us for a couple of days in the afternoon. And also, we had a chance for some frost this morning, and that is still ongoing in places like Colville and Sandpoint, where we are well into the 30s to kick off the day. Much warmer as you work your way down to Spokane and Coeur d'Alene in the upper 40s, about 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday in Pullman, but still feeling like fall out there regardless. This afternoon into the upper 70s, 78 degrees in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. Some parts of the valley will hit 80 degrees. Mostly sunny, a little bit of haze out there, and yeah, feeling a lot more summer-like. Highs will be about 80 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 80s for Kellogg, St. Mary's, the Pullman area. Across central Washington, really the only places still in the 70s will be Colville, Sandpoint, and Bonners Ferry, and that's just a sign of things to come as we get even warmer for the middle of this upcoming week. We'll also see warmer nights, most areas, with the exception of parts of Stevens, Pend Oreille counties, and right up there in the northern panhandle, likely to be out of the threat of frost as we see these warmer temperatures, including in the Spokane area, we'll be seeing lows right around 50 degrees. This warming trend is going to peak Wednesday or Thursday with highs in the 80s, and then things start to head back down as we head into your Thursday and Friday. We'll see some gusty winds and maybe even a change in our wind direction here as well, which will become important as we look at some worsening air quality, about down to moderate for places like Pullman and Lewiston. We were good yesterday. Then we have moderate air quality as well near these fires in the Cascades, which is what we're going to be watching very closely here over the rest of this week. We've got just some general smoke and haze around the Palouse Fort today, while that smoke from those big fires is blowing away from us, and that'll be the case on Wednesday as well, even though it'll likely be a little bit hazier in the morning. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast and when winds could flip the other direction coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book.
When you've been injured in a car accident, the insurance company can make you feel small.
Right when you need help the most.
That's when you call Russell & Hill.
You are important to us.
We'll work to get you the results you deserve.
So you can get back to being you.
Have you seen the Nissan lineup lately? If not, it's time to take a look at Coeur d'Alene Nissan. From the sporty Sentra to the versatile Rogue and the rugged Frontier, Coeur d'Alene Nissan has got something for every need and budget.
0% APR for 60 months on Rogue, Pathfinder, and Murano. Nissan ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mass market brands by J.D. Power.
Take a closer look at Nissan's top-of-the-line technology and impressive styling. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Stay and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Why say no when it feels so good to say yes? Want some help? Yes. Want to skip the line? Yes. Watch an unreleased season of your favorite show? Yes. How about a credit union with low loan rates, no hidden fees, online banking, and friendly member services? Oh, yes. Experience how good yes can feel.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier.
My air conditioner was not working. All I needed was a replacement sequencer. I called another company and they wanted to replace the unit for over $10,000. I was so glad I listened to my neighbor who recommended I get a second opinion from Andy's.
Turn to the experts. Andy's Heating Cooling since 1972, thanks to you.
When you've been injured in a car accident, the insurance company can make you feel small.
Right when you need help the most.
That's when you call Russell & Hill.
You are important to us.
We'll work to get you the results you deserve.
So you can get back to being you.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53. It's time to take on your Tuesday with the morning sprint. We got a mostly sunny day ahead of us with just a few clouds here and there. Meteorologist Matt and Gray has a look at your forecast.
Hannah Joy is in studio with breaking news of the Moscow School District suing the state of Idaho.
And Mark Peterson live this morning with another Extreme Team project, this time at Miriam's House, which is a Spokane-based transitional housing program for homeless women.
Yeah, but first, a University of Washington student accused of shooting a WSU football player during an off-campus party is claiming self-defense. That's according to a statement from his attorney. Pullman police say Sonny Falialo was shot in the stomach early Sunday morning. He is expected to make a full recovery. Jakari Buchanan's attorney says his client was acting in self-defense and is making arrangements to turn himself in. You can read more details of this case by finding this story on KXLY.com.
It is another chilly start this morning. You might need a light long sleeve layer for a couple of hours, but we are going to warm up much faster than we did yesterday. Sunshine and rapidly warming temperatures by lunchtime. We're up into the 70s, which is where we hit yesterday for our high temperature. So it's going to be much warmer in the afternoon. We'll see upper 70s and even a few low 80s out there on a mild afternoon.
We are following breaking news out of Idaho. The Moscow School District is joining parents, teachers, and education groups in a lawsuit against the state's new school choice program. The lawsuit challenges House Bill 93, a $50 million tax credit program that would let families get up to $5,000 for private schools, homeschooling, or tutoring. Many say the program filters money away from public schools, while supporters call it a win for families. A national legal group announced it will defend the program for 3 Idaho families. Right now, there's no timeline yet for when the Idaho Supreme Court might hear the case. We'll keep you updated on air and online as this story develops.
Today is the Together Spokane Town Hall for the central region of Spokane. During the town halls, Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks and Rec come together to share information on the Together Spokane initiative, which is a combined $440 million bond and levy you'll see on the November ballot. People are also encouraged to ask questions and provide feedback during those town halls.
It will now be easier for daycare facilities to open up in your neighborhood. The Spokane City Council voting to make the process to open a daycare in a residential area quicker and cheaper. That vote passed unanimously last night. The city says it will remove another hoop that child care providers have to jump through and hopefully bring more facilities to neighborhoods where these families and children live.
Well, the chain reaction continues here. Upstairs, new bedrooms, so 2 additional women will be able to stay here at Miriam's house as they transition. Downstairs, we're working on the living room, the concrete, and getting that colored. We're going to get some paint on it. Where we're sitting right now, this will become a dining room. This living room will go downstairs. Where the dining room is now will become an enlarged pantry. So we're trying to get all this stuff done by Thursday. We'll continue to have updates on KXOI.com and tonight on 5 and 6.
Well, several different types of businesses will have to start charging a sales tax in Washington next month. That includes advertising services and live seminars or presentations. Small businesses are expected to be impacted the most by these new taxes. Some local businesses are considering shutting down or even moving to a more business-friendly state.
Continuing coverage now on a story from last week. An assistant professor who was placed on leave for comments he made about the Charlie Kirk shooting is no longer employed by North Idaho College. A spokesperson for NIC confirmed that information, but would not confirm whether the assistant professor was fired or resigned. The spokesperson says it's a personnel matter and NIC won't comment further. 4 News Now has not named the professor, neither has NIC.
Jimmy Kimmel is returning to late night tonight. Disney suspending him last week in response to his comments made in the wake of the Charlie Kirk shooting. The move ignited nationwide debate about political pressure and protecting free speech. You will be able to watch Jimmy Kimmel live tonight on KXLY, but that's not the case for all ABC stations. Sinclair, one of the biggest owners of network TV affiliates, says it still won't air the show despite Kimmel's reinstatement. And Nexstar, the other major local affiliate owner, has not yet said whether it will air Kimmel tonight.
Today, President Trump will be in New York to deliver a foreign policy speech before the United Nations General Assembly. The president is expected to slam globalist institutions while justifying his administration's reduction in foreign aid. The president is also expected to talk about the wars in Ukraine and Gaza while pushing for peace. Watch for updates coming up on Good Morning America.
And we will be back with a final check of our forecast with meteorologist Matt Gray. It's coming up right after this commercial break.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Arthritis causes pain in your joints. Unlike pills, Voltaren gel is applied to the site of pain, penetrating deep through the skin to the joint, reducing intense pain caused by inflammation so you can move more freely. Voltaren, clinically proven, long-lasting arthritis pain relief.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Another cool start and a bit of a hazy start as well on this fall morning, second fall morning here in Spokane. So we are headed back towards summery weather for the middle of this week. Temperatures will be in the 80s, 10 to 15 degrees above our average for this time of the year. We'll get a little bit more feeling like late September, or at least some point in September for Saturday and for Sunday after a breezy and dry end to this week. But in the meantime, getting warmer through Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we've loved having you along. We hope you can stick around throughout Good Morning America. We'll bring you live local updates throughout the next couple of hours.